Excerpts from You Better Be Lightning by Andrea Gibson. After that, nothing in the world was gray. Even the movie of my past was released in color. There is no escaping the magic now. Beauty caught me and never let me go. Beauty is in the eye of anyone who sees what's missing, but can't stop pointing to what's still there. If there's no definition for love yet, I think that's a good one. You've walked on water so many times, you know grace is super, super slippery. There's literally nothing anyone is more likely to fall from. Some sound advice I give myself like twice an hour. Wear knee pads on the way to your ego, Andrea. Being right is boring. It comforts only the tiniest parts of us, and when it comes to hearts, I want to always be a size queen, because that's how I found you, lifting the spirits of everyone around like a hot air balloon, just from the way you burned to be a better person today than you were the day before. Burning to be better is my favorite quality on anyone, and you are on fire. I've been dancing in the end zone since you taught me to start breaking every promise I have made to my pain, taught me my wounds will never be bigger than I am. Thank goodness for you, champion of the unkillable. Yes, dandelion refusing to be cut for the bouquet. I love you because we have both showed up to kindness tryouts with notes from the school nurse that said we were too hurt to participate. But we learned how wrong we were, and weren't those the best days? The days we learned how wrong we were and so got to grow into our goodness, throwing the peach pits of our old selves into the garden to grow sweetness. Sugar, I pick you to be the captain of my chosen family tree. I pick you to throw the party when I leave this world, knowing I'm gonna run death like a stop sign and keep going. Only human on earth who knows exactly what I mean when I say God. I mean everyone down here who understands why when I get to heaven, I will refuse to call it heaven if the people I love who put me through hell aren't there. How you tore the covers off every morning like a kid unwrapping a gift. Like the dawn of a simple day was everything you'd ever put on your Christmas list. I see I wasn't running from the war back then. I was running from the peace. The love I did not believe I was worth. My friend wakes up at noon, goes to bed at 8, wants less time because she wants less pain. I understand. I've been there too. I can spot a scar beneath a wristwatch from 100 yards away. And no, it is not the weak who try to clock out early. It's people who are desperate to go home. Regret is a time machine to the past. Worry is a time machine to the future. Gratitude is a time machine to the present. No one books my travel for me. I decide where I want to go. I decide if I will be a sculptor carving out time the way that Michelangelo carved the statue of David, after two other artists gave up on that same block of marble, citing its poor quality, its impossible brittleness. All time is quality time. Don't abandon your chisel believing it's not. If we never deny the inevitable end of the story, we will write it more beautiful while we're alive. My pride in them is a parade I know won't keep all of them alive, but I keep cutting my diary into confetti to throw at their hopes. The psychology manuals say no one really wants to die. They want relief. They believe they will never find it in this world. That belief could be right or wrong. One would have to stay to find out. Friend, if you stay, at least we will be together, and I have an extra straw. I could show you where the lakes on this planet are buried, how you do not need light years to reach them. The dark years work too, sometimes better. Sometimes grief is the fastest route to truth. In addition to the straw, I also have a slingshot that fires rock bottoms directly at the sun until change spills from its golden pockets. That's how I got my hands on this summer afternoon. We can do anything with it. Sunbathe or scream or forgive ourselves. If your wounds are still open, trust they are doors to an answer and walk through. What if we don't have to be healed to be whole? There are holes in every inch of the fabric that makes me who I am. But pull the string on my back and I'll say I love you and mean it whenever you want. I read that people scream when they are in pain because screaming actually lessens the pain. Anyone who asks you to hold your tongue is asking you to hold the heaviest thing in the galaxy. Forget them, and remember you can tell me anything about how hard it is to stop flirting with your expiration date. I understand being wooed by the finish line of sadness. Infinity still sends me nudes every day. I won't deny she looks amazing, but I'm taken. My hand now promised to writing every page of my story except its end. Friend, you are who taught me that a difficult life is not less worth living than a gentle one. Joy is just easier to carry than sorrow, and you could lift a city from how long you've spent holding what's been nearly impossible to hold. This world needs those who know how to do that. Those who can find a tunnel with no light at the end of it and hold it up like a telescope to show that the darkness contains many truths that can bring the light to its knees. Grief astronomer, adjust the lens. Look close. Tell us what you see. There is no moral of this story. It's just a moment in my life where I did something wrong, and the earth, who has never not known what love is, held me anyway. I understand that I am something that is nothing without love. But what in this world would I rather be than something that is nothing without love? Love will still throw me over her shoulder and carry me up every story I've ever told myself so I can see what's true. And what's true is I can't always tell the difference between my gifts and my tragedies. What I've lost in health, I've gained in access to my own empathy. So when I wish to not be sick, I'm not absolutely certain I'd be happier if that wish came true. There is a test we can all take to find out the future. It's called the test of time. And what you do is you live until you die, and you refuse to let the hands of your clock curl into fists to fight the lessons off, even if the lessons are brutally hard. They do not think what is ahead of them is greater or less than what is behind them. That, you are certain, is the definition of peace.